If you have no ethics, no values, no morals, and no principles, then you're not subject to the possibility of guilt. If you do bad things or make mistakes and you don't sort them out, then you're prone to feel guilty. And if you sort them out, or if you at least try to sort them out, then you don't feel guilty. Sigmund Freud spotted that there are all sorts of irrational reasons why basically decent people feel guilty, and they are all irrational, and they can be sorted. You know, there's nothing wrong with a feeling, intensive feeling. What matters is whether you act it out or not. And you can do what you like, as long as nobody gets hurt or is offended. But very nasty people who are guilt-free zones for the wrong reason, they're very good at preying on the potential for guilt of decent people. And boy, have they been playing that like a high violin, especially since the end of the Second War, when guilt at what went on in the Holocaust and the concentration camps, which was arranged by Zionists, helped create the state of Israel in Palestine, though the seeds for that had been sown in 1917 and in the 19th century. And they also played and preyed on the guilt of decent people, saying, oh look, you've been oppressing your empire, you must open your floodgates, let billions of people in to a small group of islands off the northern coast of Europe, and they will fuck your values to pieces. The ones that fended off Nazi, German, fascist Third Reich and the most savage Japanese imperialism and cruelty. So let's get the big picture. Mass immigration from shortly after VE Day in 1945. The big goal was to compromise, attack the values that kept the world free in the Battle of Britain in 1940, when never was so much owed by so many to so few, and the Battle of the Atlantic in 1943, when Dönitz, evil Dönitz, he sent 80% of his U-boat crews to their death in ghastly circumstances. When the U-boats were defeated, so that the convoys could go across laden with troops and materials and tanks, so that D-Day could get in. And in the end, VE Day. But don't think for a moment that the Germans laid down. They started the First War and they got stuffed on Armistice Day. They started the Second War and they got stuffed because fascism doesn't work against truth. And since then, they got a bit more subtle, and they've done economic war. And I've just been going along behind an articulated lorry full of Mercedes-Benz cars.